Hi, welcome. I'm Zoe, and I have a 60-minute Lotus Flow Vinyasa practice for you. So in today's class, we'll be getting really dynamic. We'll really be going through the standard Lotus Flow that we love so much that offers us an opportunity to get creative, to move with our breath, to challenge ourselves a little bit, while also giving plenty of time for rest and that sacred time that we have that is really why we come to the mat, for that silence, for that quiet, for that tapping in to the joy and beauty of just being you. So go ahead and find your most comfortable seat. I invite you to grab a cushion or a blanket to sit on so you can sit up nice and tall. Maybe wiggle around a little bit, roll the shoulders around, take a few deep breaths as you start to settle in to your comfortable seat, preparing to find a few moments of stillness here. For the moment, bring your hands right onto the thighs. Once you've finished your wiggling, sit up a little taller as you inhale, lengthening up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, soften into your seat, feeling your sit bones root down into the earth as you soften the low back, your belly, and the chest. Before you close your eyes, I invite you to find Chin Mudra today. So first finger and thumb come to touch, then backs of the hands come onto your lap. Then from here, take another deep breath in, lifting up a little taller. Exhale to soften once again into your seat, softening your eyelids and softening your breath. Tuning in for a few moments to that natural rhythm of breathing in and out. Tuning in to life itself. Acknowledging that with each new breath, we bring in more life, more prana. In every exhale, a representation of the cycles that we move through, endings, death. We come to the mat to feel good in our bodies. We practice our asana so that we can practice feeling good and moving through challenge. We take the lessons that we learn here in this sacred space, take them out into the world, sharing them with everyone who comes on our path. And whether that's a smile, a few nice words, or a big, deep, mindful breath in times of stress. Every lesson bringing us a little closer to self and to community. Take another few breaths here, tapping in, perhaps noticing what you're feeling internally or emotionally. You may like to give yourself an intention for the next 50 minutes. One more deep breath in and out. We'll open our practice with one sound of Om. You're welcome to leave your hands as they are. They might glide up to a prayer at your heart. We chant the sound of Om to honor the lineage of our practice and our teachers, and to wake up that divine spark that lives in our hearts. Taking a deep breath in together. Om. Staying just as you are for one more deep breath in and out. And you can slowly release your hands onto your thighs again. Let your eyes flutter open. We'll start with just some seated circles. Inhaling to move your heart forward and around. Exhaling to lean back, using your hands here for a little stability. perhaps shifting around on your sit bones, but starting the practice of connecting breath with movement. That's what our vinyasa practice is. Making that yoking together of yoga. That's bringing together of two things, mind and body, breath and movement, spirit and physical. You might be noticing where there's some stuckness, where there's some soreness or iffiness here. Just notice it for now. You'll have opportunities to lean deeper into one crevice, one stretch or the other. I invite you to slowly change directions. Inhale your heart forward. Exhale to lean on back, feeling each vertebrae getting a little more open, a little more juicy here as we wake up the shoulders, the hips, and the spine all at once. Take a deep breath in and out. Last one, big circle here. Come back in through central. You'll remove your blanket. Feet out in front of you, hands by your hips. Press down into the hands and feet as you scoop on up into an altar pose. Big inhale to lift. Exhale out the mouth. Maybe you want to drop your head back. Yeah, stay for a whole breath in and out. Maybe a little rock and roll forward on the wrists and ankles, waking up here. And then draw the chin in. Drop your sit bones, cross the ankles, roll over your shins, and find a child's pose. So big toes come together, knees nice and wide. Reach your hips back and your arms forward. Perhaps you're not getting totally down to the ground, but we're getting grounded. Allow yourself to relax the forehead, softening on your next exhale to settle a little deeper into the earth. Expanding the lungs through the back body as you inhale. Exhaling nice and slow. If at any time in practice today, you need to catch your breath or get grounded once again, this is a great place to pause. If any other shape is calling you as your resting shape, please go right ahead. Only you know your body. We're here to feel good. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Slowly press into your hands, rise up to all fours, and bring your knees right underneath the hips and the wrists right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to take 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, let your heart shine forward for a cow pose. Yeah. Exhale to press into the earth, round your back, drop your head. Cat. One more just like that. Inhale, drop the belly, let your heart shine forward, spread wide across the collarbone. This time, tuck your toes into the earth. Exhale into your cat pose, round your back, press into the ground, and then float your knees up. And then hips come up and back for downward facing dog, still spreading wide through the backs of the shoulders. Pedal out through your feet a little bit, bending one knee and then the other, really opening through the back line of the legs and even the outer hips a little bit. Keep gripping the mat with your fingertips and pressing the earth away as you reach your hips up high towards the molding of your ceiling of your apartment, right? Take a big breath in and out. Beautiful. Stay for one more, please. Big inhale. Nice grounding exhale. Maybe your heels dig a little closer down towards the earth. Yeah. Your next inhale, lengthen your right leg high to the sky. Lift it up nice and high. Exhale, knee in towards your nose. Hug the navel in as you float forward like a plank pose. And then drop your right foot forward between your thumbs. If you're someone who wants or needs a little extra support, blocks are a great thing to have underneath your hands, or you can drop the back knee. Actually, everyone, let's drop the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Yeah, spend a little bit of time here, bringing your right knee over the ankle, rooting down through your front big toe. Engage the belly and then reach your arms forward. Inhale to lift your torso, and we find Anjane Asana. Yes, sinking down a little deeper into the legs, perhaps feeling here into the hips. Be careful not to splay the heart open too much. We want to find that stability of hugging the front ribs in, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, finding some strength here as we set our roots. as we get settled to prepare for some more dynamic movements. Stay for one more big breath in. Exhale, we release the arms forward, then fingertips to the ground, tuck the back toes. As you lengthen your right leg, pick up your right toes. Hanuman, half split, half monkey pose. Deep breath to lift the heart. Exhale, maybe hold a little deeper. One more big breath in. Rebend knee, plant the left hand, and twist open right arm to the sky. If you wanted, you can lift your left knee off the ground for a little deeper stretch. Really swiveling your torso over towards the right thigh, dragging your right hip back. Left heel is also dragging back, spread wide across the collarbone, reach through the fingertips. Big breath in. Exhale to unwind, frame your front foot. You're gonna step your left foot forward to meet the right, come to a halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold. Yes, beautiful. Plant the hands. Step your right foot back and then left foot back, plank pose. Heels reach back, shoulders over wrists. Heart is still shining forward. Engage the navel up towards the spine. We stay for another big breath in. As you exhale, lower down your knees, then hug the elbows in as you lower your chest and chin to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale to slide your heart forward, roll the shoulders back, point your toes. Yes. Exhale, lower your forehead to the ground. Take another big breath in to press into the earth, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart a little higher, cobra. And then exhale into your downward facing dog again. Yeah. Take 2 grounding breaths here, settling the feet, maybe shaking out your head a little bit. And then inhale, left leg high to the sky. Yeah, big stretch. Exhale, knee in towards your nose as you shift forward. Engage the belly and step your foot between your thumbs. Maybe it takes a little extra work, a wiggle to get it there. Decide if you want to have blocks underneath your hands here, but then everybody will drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Settle for a moment, finding your stability, your balance, and keep that integrity of the shoulders. Instead of drawing them up towards the ears, relax them down the back, spread wide across the back body. Engage the belly, reach your arms forward, then lift on up, Anjaneya. Yeah. Find that stability again. We pause. Even though we're moving through a flow, we really want to make sure we're secure and stable and working to find the safest position in our body. So you can start to sink your hips down, but let your left knee be right over the ankle. Yeah, hug the front ribs in, engage the belly, relax the shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale to reach your arms forward again, and then drop the fingertips to the ground or to your block. Half split, tuck the back toes. Shift your hips back as you lengthen your left leg, picking up the left toes to really get the stretch in the back of the calf. Big breath in and out. Rebend your left knee. Step forward. We're not stepping forward. We got to twist. Right hand down. Inhale to twist left arm high to the sky. If you want it, you can lift the back knee. Yeah. Keep rolling that right shoulder away from the ear. So the twist is happening in the torso. And still reach high with the left fingertips to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale to unwind. Step forward to a halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold. This time in your Uttanasana forward fold, you can shake it out a little bit. Relax your head, bend your knees as much as you need to, maybe even bending one knee and then the other. Take 2 more breaths here. Yeah, really lengthening through the back of the neck, holding opposite elbows perhaps to feel that little extra weight, bringing you down, releasing any tension from the low back. Big breath in and out. Slow release of the arms, and we roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time, until we come to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are right underneath you, arms are long by your side, fingertips engaged down as your crown reaches high. We pause for a moment here, really noticing what we're feeling in our bodies, how the breath is moving in the body. Stay for one more full body breath in And let it out nice and slow. Our next round is Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, but we're getting creative. But think one breath per movement. We're creating a little bit of heat. So from the top of your mat, inhale, sweep your arms wide to a high prayer. Exhale to fold forward, washing that prayer down your center line. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale your left leg back, look up in your low lunge shape. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose, shoulders over wrists, heels reach on back. Exhale, hug the elbows in as you lower down in one piece, nice and strong. Point the toes, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart as you inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee in towards your nose and a big step forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, rise on up, Anjaneya. Yes. Exhale, half split. Tuck the back toes, shift the hips back, drop your fingertips as you lengthen the front leg. Inhale to step forward to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Press into the feet, wide arms, come all the way up to stand, high prayer. Exhale to bring the prayer to your heart, and then hands by your side. Another round just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, high prayer. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, inhale, right leg back, look up, low lunge. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank pose. Exhale to lower down, nice and strong. Engage the belly, hug the elbows in. Inhale to roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneya. Rise on up. Exhale, half split, releasing the fingertips, shifting the hips down and folding over your long left leg. Inhale, replant that front foot and step forward to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Press into your feet, wide arms, high prayer. Come up to stand. This time our exhale floats us all the way down right away. Plant your hands, inhale, right foot back and then left foot back, plank pose. Exhaling to lower down in one piece. Maybe you're someone who practiced Chaturanga Dandasana, pausing with elbows at the ribs. Inhale for your cobra or up dog by lifting the thighs, lengthening the arms. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale to step it forward. This time, keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, rise on up, high lunge. And exhale into standing split, dropping the fingertips, lifting the back leg and folding forward. Both feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale to fold. Press into your feet, wide arms, high prayer. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, left foot back, right foot back, plank pose. Exhaling to lower down all the way or halfway. Inhale to lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward. Inhale, high lunge, strong legs, come on up. Exhale, standing split, folding forward. Inhale, feet together, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, wide arms, high prayer, coming all the way up to stand. Exhale to fold again. Yeah. Plant the hands, one foot back and then the other, plank pose. Exhaling to lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a moment, big breath in. And a big breath out. Your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees a bunch, look between your thumbs. At the bottom of your exhale, it's a hop or a step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. So sit deep, shifting your hips back, sweep your arms forward, and then lift your chest. Arms are by your ears. Engage the navel, draw the navel back and up. Feeling your tailbone soften rather than poking out. Let it soften down towards the earth and find that nice long spine, crown reaching up. Stay for another big breath in, finding that power, tapping into that fire a little bit here, and out to stay. Inhale, lengthen your legs, high prayer. Exhale, wash that prayer down. Plant the feet, bend your knees a bunch. If you're ready to exhale and hop back to chaturanga, you can go right ahead and do that. Otherwise, you step back to plank pose and lower down. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and a big breath out. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward. Seal the back heel. Drag your right hip back. Engage the belly, rise up into a warrior one position. Virabhadrasana 1. We've already worked on that high lunge. Hips and heart are still facing forward. We just got a little more work here to guide the right hip back, left hip forward as you ground down through that back heel. This time, open your arms to a T. Wrap right arm underneath the left for an eagle wrapping. Opening up the shoulders a little bit. Take a deep breath in and lift on up. As you exhale, unravel the arms, find a clasp behind you and dive forward into devotional warrior. Yeah, a little wake up of the shoulders here. Release that clasp and find warrior 2, cartwheeling arms open. Readjusting the legs so our hips are nice and open. Hips are facing the left this time, and open up your arms. Right knee bends deeply, circling towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Yes, big breath in and exhale. Inhale, flip your front palm, tip it backwards for a peaceful warrior. And then exhale, we cartwheel our hands down to plant to the ground to frame your front foot, step back to plank pose. You get to move it through your vinyasa as you see fit. One breath at a time. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, seal the back heel, engage the belly as you rise up, warrior 1. Taking a little bit of time to set yourself up, engaging that back thigh. So you find that you're rooting down from the feet up and keeping that stability, even in the torso, in the hips, in the shoulders. Big breath in and out. Left arm underneath the right for a little eagle arms moment, waking up the backs of the shoulders a little bit more. Then inhale to get a little lift. Exhale to unwind, find that clasp and dive forward. Yeah, beautiful, devotional warrior. Inhale to rise up, warrior 2, cartwheeling arms open, opening the hips to the right, sinking deeply down into that front knee is bending, swiveling open to the pinky toe side of your foot, reach through the fingertips. Take up lots of space here. Really give yourself this moment to feel powerful. Big breath in and out. Inhale, flip the front palm and tip it backwards. Exhale to cartwheel, hands down, frame your front foot, step back to your plank pose, move it through as you like. And meet me in downward facing dog for one more round like that. We'll add on a little bit more as you start to feel more and more comfortable. You turn it into a dance. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, seal the back heel, rise on up. Inhale, warrior 1. Right arm underneath the left as you exhale. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to unwind and dive into devotional. Inhale, warrior 2, cartwheel, arms open and sink deep. Inhale, peaceful warrior. This time, our exhale is a rainbow warrior. Lengthen that front leg, bend the back knee, and twist to the back. Yes. Another peaceful, sweeping it all the way around, rebend the front knee, tip it on backwards. And then you're going to find extended side angle, forearm to your thigh. Left arm comes by your ear. Twist your heart open a little bit more as you drop your seat underneath you. Feeling some length in the spine, strength in the legs. There's a lot of components here, but I really want you to focus on finding some power in the belly and in the legs. Even as we rest, as we pause for a moment, we're still doing the work. Find a half bind, sweep that left arm back behind you. Maybe it's in your low back or reaching for your right pocket. Reach forward with your right hand, engage the belly, tip it backwards as you lengthen that front leg. We're in a reverse triangle. Yeah. From here, we're gonna cartwheel our hands down to frame the front foot. Step your left foot forward, come to a halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit deep. Yes, beautiful. Then bring your arms out in front of you and press like there's an imaginary wall. Lift your heels, engage the belly, and we're gonna fold forward, preparing for a little crow pose. We've warmed up the core. We find a little balance. Now you're gonna plant your hands, spread your fingers wide, bring your knees to the upper arms, all the way into the armpits if you can. Hug the elbows in, just like those chaturanga moments. Let your eyes and heart look forward as you float until you feel ready to lift one toe, engaging the belly and the pelvic floor, lift the other toe, keep thinking hips up, hips up, hips up. Practice for another 2 or 3 breaths. Play around or skip it all together if you'd like. But when you're ready, step one foot back and then the other. Move through your vinyasa as you see fit. Meet me in downward facing dog. Taking a big breath in and out. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward, seal the back heel, rise on up, warrior one. Left arm underneath the right as you exhale. Inhale to get a little lift. Exhale to sweep the arms behind you and fold forward, devotional. Cartwheel arms open as you inhale into warrior two. Exhale to settle. Inhale, peaceful. Yes. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Lengthen the front leg, bend the back knee, twist to the back. Yes. Another peaceful, sweeping it all the way around, changing up those legs. And then extended angle, left arm to the left forearm to your thigh, lengthening through your left side body, twisting towards the right corner of your mat. Right arm comes by your ear, finding that nice long line from your right middle finger all the way to the outer edge of your right heel. Hugging the hips underneath you a little bit to really find that strength in the core and openness in the front line of the body. Pausing for one more breath in and out. Find that half bind to really open up that right shoulder. And then engage the belly. Reach your left arm forward. Exhale, tip it backwards. Reverse triangle, lengthening the front leg. Yeah. We pause here. And then it's a graceful cartwheeling of the hands down to frame the front foot. Step forward to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Yes. Arms out in front of you, press that imaginary wall, lift your heels, engage the belly, then drop your hands to the ground. Knees into the upper arms. You've got another crow or crow practice. You don't even have to lift your toes off the ground, but keep imagining that you're spreading wide across the collarbone and lifting the hips on up. If you're feeling confident about your crow pose, maybe you hop back to chaturanga, but please only hop back to bent elbows. Or flop to the ground. Point your toes. Inhale, lift the heart when you're ready. And exhale into downward facing dog. Big breath in and out. You've got one more round. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, seal the back heel, rise on up. Warrior one. Right arm underneath the left. Inhale to lift. Exhale, devotional. Inhale, warrior two, cartwheel open. Yeah. Exhale to land. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, rainbow. Yeah. Inhale, peaceful again. This time, Ardha Chandrasana, half a moon pose. So launching forward as you exhale. Maybe there's a block for your hand to land on, or maybe fingertips are coming to the ground, but we're stacking our hips, lifting up that back leg, pressing into that imaginary wall behind us, where it's kind of like we're in a little box here. Spread wide across the collarbone as you reach your left fingertips high, high, high. Find your breath. Find a point of focus and really imagine yourself expanding. We work hard, we find these challenging moments so that we know that we can do hard things. Give yourself the opportunity to really enjoy it. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly square the hips, drop your feet, shake out your head a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. Inhale, Utkatasana. Yeah. Then you're going to stand into your left foot, hug your right knee into the chest. Pause for a moment and then tree pose. Right knee opens wide, bringing foot into the thigh or maybe below the knee, but we want to avoid any sideward pressure on the knee joint. Find your breath. Get steady for a little moment. And then when you're ready, maybe you decide to do something different with your arms. Give yourself another moment of challenge when you're feeling at ease and ready for it. Maybe you're clasping your hands behind you, or perhaps closing your eyes. But you have the next 2 breaths to find that focus. Staying rooted, staying grounded in that standing foot. Beautiful. We're going to let that right knee pluck up and bounce for a moment, floating tree. Exhale, OMG, right foot behind the left, winging your arms back, a little cosmic curtsy. Yeah, then fingertips to the ground, both feet stamped together. You're going to step your left foot back, wiggle your right foot wide, find a lizard lunge, drop the back knee. Our last big hip moment before we change things up, I invite you to take the next 3 breaths here for yourself, whether that means splaying your right knee open, sinking your forearms to the ground. Perhaps you want to lift the back knee, but give yourself a nice moment to stretch out the hips, really release any tension that might be holding on here. Yeah. And then it's a slow coming onto the hands, lengthen the front leg, parallel the toes, Prasarita Padottanasana, dropping the head here. Yeah, big breath in and out. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Maybe you move around. If you're someone who really wants to take a tripod headstand or, you know, something similar that's accessible from here and that's part of your practice, please go right ahead. If that's not part of your practice, just enjoy being upside down with your feet on the ground. One more big breath in and out. Slowly crawl your way back to the top of the mat. Step back to your plank pose. Move it through your vinyasa or skip it and meet me in downward facing dog for our last round, just like this one. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, seal the back heel, warrior 1. Left arm underneath the right. Big inhale to lift. Exhale, devotional. Inhale, warrior 2. Yes, peaceful. Then rainbow as you exhale, twisting to the back. Inhale, peaceful again. And exhale into your Ardha Chandrasana, launching forward, grounding down that left hand, really feeling stable through your left foot, stacking the hips, stretching in every direction, taking up space. Yes, big breath in and out. Feel that line of energy from the crown of your head, pulling, tugging a little bit so that you are lengthening through the whole spine from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Pause for 1 more breath, really stretch in every direction. And then exhale to square the hips, drop your head and shake it out. Big breath in and out. Beautiful. Slowly, we rise on up to stand. Our left foot hugs in towards the chest, preparing for another tree pose. Take as much time as you need to get settled, to get grounded. But roll the shoulders back. Then let your left knee float open and foot comes above or below the knee, whatever it's going to take for you to get settled and practice a little confidence. Your hands can land wherever it feels most comfortable for you. And take 3 deep breaths, pressing leg into foot and foot into leg. Maybe there's a little micro bend in that standing knee. Soften in the belly and the low back. And breathe. Yes, beautiful. Open your arms nice and wide. Let that left knee float on up, get a little bouncy moment. Then exhale, left foot behind the right, little curtsy, wing the arms back. OMG, oh my goddess. Fingertips to the ground, both feet come together. Step your right foot back, bring your hands to the inside of your left foot, drop the back knee. Perhaps you've got your lizard lunge moment. Maybe you like to splay your knee out. Maybe you want to take a little twist, whatever feels good here. Yeah, big breath in and out. Last one. Filling all the way up. Then tuck the back toes, lift your back knee. Lengthen the front leg, parallel the toes into a wide leg forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Drawing the toes in slightly so the heels are wide. Yeah. Maybe you walk your hands forward or backwards, or you want to bend one knee and then the other. Whew. When you're ready, crawl hands forward, frame the front foot, step back to your plank pose. Exhaling to lower down. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward dog. Take one more big breath in and out. Beautiful. Changing it up for our last round. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward. Keep the back heel lifted, rise up into a high lunge. Little bend in the back knee. Still nice and strong, hugging the front ribs in a little bit. Yeah. And then we open our arms to a T. Twist to the right. Yeah, sinking down even a little deeper. And then tilt on backwards. It's like a revolved peaceful warrior. We're really stretching through the left side body here. We're going to keep this twist and keep this length to guide us into revolved extended angle. Yeah, so bend your left elbow to come to the outside of your right knee. Keep twisting torso towards your thigh, and then a prayer can come to your heart. Maybe you decide to drop the back knee for a little extra support. Maybe the twist is not happening so much today and you want to bring your hands just to the thigh and twist a little lighter. Take a big breath in and out. One more, please. Inhale and exhale. We're going to reverse this whole thing. So really being mindful of our movements. Start to lift the chest, open the arms, turn forward, high lunge. Yes. Exhale, standing split, fingertips to the ground. Lift that back knee, drop your head. Beautiful. Then both feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit deep. Bring the weight into your left foot. Pluck your right knee up and over without moving your hips or the bend in your knees. We've got eagle legs. Garudasana is coming. So right arm underneath your left with that eagle wrapping. If you would prefer to give yourself a hug, you sure can. Toes can be on the ground as well. Find a point of focus. Inhale to get a little lift of the elbows, a little taller through the spine. Exhale to shift your hips back, elbows forward, round your back body, elbows towards the knees, while still keeping your heart and your eyes lifted. Squeeze everything tight. Yes. Bringing all of our power in through center. It's our last kind of big moment here. So give yourself this beautiful opportunity to work hard, to put yourself through some challenges, because you know you can do it. I know you can do it. Take another big breath in and out. One more inhale, and then just unravel. Fold forward. Shake it out. Big breath. Yes, beautiful. Fingertips to the ground or to your blocks. Bring the weight into your right foot. Sweep your left leg back for a warrior 3. We pause for a moment. Engage the belly, heart is parallel-ish to the ground. Square the hips. Yes, maybe you want to float your arms back or forward for that little moment. And then we'll release into a seated spinal twist. Bend your left knee, start to drop it behind your right ankle and come to the ground. If you don't have both sit bones on the ground, if you find yourself really lifted on one side, please lengthen your bottom leg. To ensure a safe twist, we want to root down through both sit bones. Inhale to sit a little bit taller. Exhale to twist to the right. Right fingertips behind you. Hug your left knee in close towards the body. Take a big breath in and out. Yeah. Taking 3 more just like that. Maybe you're twisting so much that your eyes look behind you. You can soften the breath a little bit. Beautiful. Then slowly inhale to unwind, take a counter twist. Maybe it's just dropping the head, or maybe you're folding all the way forward. Unravel the legs, feet to the ground, hands to the ground. Another altar pose. Inhale to scoop on up. Exhale out your mouth. Slowly lower the sit bones, cross the ankles. Hop back, step back, move through a vinyasa or skip it. But we do have our last little round, so meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it forward. Inhale, high lunge. Strong legs, strong torso. Arms open to a T. Twist to your left. Then inhale to tip it on backwards. Really stretching through the whole right side body here. Using this length, using this reaching sensation to guide us into our twist. Bend your right elbow. Bring it to the outside of your left knee. Keep twisting your torso to the left. Find a prayer at your heart or somewhere near your heart. If you want to drop the back knee, you can. Maybe you need to use your hands to stabilize in the twist. Stay for another big breath in and out. One more like that. Keep your focus. You can do it. And then slowly but surely, we reverse the motion. So start to lift your torso, open the arms, twist your heart forward, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, standing split, fingertips to the ground, lift your back leg, drop your head. Big breath in. Exhale, both feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit deep. Bringing the weight into your right foot. You pluck your left leg up and over, keeping your hips shifting back, your knees nice and bent to keep that strength and stability. Left arm underneath the right. Big breath in, lift the elbows. Exhale to reach the elbows forward, round your back body a little bit, sink your hips down a little more. And find your breath as you're squeezing everything in through center. Keep your heart lifted, your eyes lifted. Yes, beautiful. Finding some freedom even while we're bound up. See if you can find some ease in your breath. Consciously slowing down that exhale. Yes, one more big breath in. Exhale to unwind and flop forward, shake it out. Yeah. Then fingertips to the ground or to your blocks, bring the weight into your left foot. Lengthen your crown forward, sweep your right leg on back. Yeah. Pausing for a moment here in our warrior 3, engaging the belly, keeping the spine nice and long. Maybe you want to float the arms forward or backwards. And then slowly but surely we bend that right knee. Start to drop it behind our left ankle. Come to the ground. Sit up nice and tall, readjusting the legs as much as you need to. The number one goal is to have both sit bones rooted. Balanced hips means a safe spiral in the spine. Inhale to sit up a little taller. Maybe you want to reach your arms high. Exhale to twist to the left, hugging your left thigh closer in towards the body. Then actively, consciously, slow down your exhale, one breath at a time. Calming the nervous system, offering ourselves a moment to recover, a nice gift after all this hard work we've been doing. In your next inhale, slowly unwind. Take a little counter twist, dropping the forehead. And unravel the legs. And another altar pose. Hands to the ground, feet to the ground. Inhale to scoop on up. Exhale out the mouth. Then this time, as you lower your sit bones to the ground, we're going to lower our whole spine to the ground. Engage the belly as you slowly lower one vertebrae at a time to lay onto your back with feet to the ground, knees pointed up. Pause for a few breaths, feeling our whole spine supported here on the earth, spreading wide through the backs of the shoulders, softening, letting go of some tension of just tightening the jaw or squeezing the feet or the legs or the glutes. Give yourself an opportunity to just let go. We're going to take one active bridge pose, a twist on both sides, and a happy baby. If at any time your practice, your body is calling for something different, please go right ahead and do it. Arms are long by your side. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Bring your heels close in towards your sit bones. Inhale to press down into your feet and press into the backs of your shoulders to scoop your hips on up. Keep lengthening through the back of your neck. If you want, you can keep pressing down into your big toes until you can wiggle your shoulders underneath you and find the clasp of your hands. Breathe deeply into the heart, into the whole front line of the body. Yes. Don't forget about pressing into the big toes so that your knees come in rather than swaying out, and we protect our back muscles as we really stretch here, the front body. One more big breath in. Slowly, we lower down one vertebrae at a time, unwinding those shoulders. Yeah. And you can let your knees rock gently from side to side, like windshield wipers. As you have this side to side motion going, slowly start to draw your legs in towards your chest, and you can rock gently from side to side. Or circling the knees to massage the tailbone. Whew. Beautiful. Going for our twist, I invite you to either stack your knees together in a 90-degree shape. If you're needing a little less structure, a little more ease, maybe lengthening the left leg to the ground and just twisting with your right knee can feel really nice. If you want a little more stretch into the outer hips, you can eagle wrap your right leg over the left. But we go for a twist, stacking the knees or those other two options, dropping everything to the left, even coming onto your left hip, and then twisting right shoulder open. And we pause. Your eyes can turn to the right if that feels comfortable, continuing that spiral. Taking 4 or 5 full body breaths here, starting to tap into the silence, the quiet side of our practice. This is a great opportunity to release any final tension, judgment or expectation that you might be holding on to. Stay for one more big breath in and out. And you can slowly use your left hands to support bringing your knees back on up. Feet to the ground, knees pointed up, pausing for a moment, readjusting if you need to. And then we'll twist to the other side. So stacking the knees, lengthening your right leg, or eagle wrapping, right leg over the, left leg over the right. And then dropping it to the right, coming onto your right side body, right hip, and then twisting, left shoulder open. Take a big breath in and out. Three more long, deep breaths. Letting that left hip drop down a little bit towards the heels, lengthening through the waist. And we'll slowly unwind, coming back onto our back. So grabbing your knees, supporting them up, feet to the ground, knees pointed up, spine nice and flat and secure and supported. And then you'll hug the knees in to find your happy baby, letting your knees splay wide. Flex through the heels. Knees are reaching down towards the armpits. Your arms can go behind the thighs for a nice full body hug. Perhaps you're reaching for the outer shins while still relaxing the shoulder blades into the earth. If you have that little extra space, you can reach towards the outer edge of the feet, but we still want to let our shoulder blades be fully relaxed onto the earth, letting gravity do most of the work here to bring the knees down. We don't need to pull, tug, or reach too much here. Allow yourself to soften. Get a nice final few moments of hip release. Some long, deep breaths. You're welcome, of course, to move around gently here, maybe lengthening one leg and then the other, or a gentle rocking from side to side motion. Final moments to feel good. When you're ready, we're going to come up to sit. So whether you decide to rock and roll on your spine to come all the way up, or roll to one side and press yourself up to sit is totally up to you. Our last shape before Shavasana will be our forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So lengthen your legs forward. If you still have that blanket, it can be really nice to sit on the edge of it on a lower level. Digging heels into the earth and sit bones down into the earth. You can bend your knees a little bit to tilt your pelvis forward and help support a comfortable low back as we fold. Take a nice big breath in, lengthening through the front line of the body, all through the crown of the head, even engaging the navel back. Your exhale, heart starts to reach towards the toes. Maybe you reach for your feet, or maybe your arms are just relaxed by your side. And whatever you've reached your limit in this fold, you can drop your head, a little rounding of the shoulders. And take 3 or 4 long, full body breaths, perhaps closing the eyes and really tuning inward. You're welcome to stay in your forward fold for as long as it feels comfortable and supportive of your practice. But all that's calling you is Shavasana, your final resting shape. So you can press into the earth to lift your torso. Start to lay on back, perhaps using your blanket underneath the knees for a little support, or perhaps you like it on top of your body for some comfort, a little comforting weight. But lengthen your whole body to the earth, arms long by your side. If laying flat on your back is not your most comfortable resting shape, I invite you to find the one that is. With palms facing up, allow yourself another big breath in, maybe squeezing something tight, whether it's your face, your feet, your belly, so that your exhale gives a sensation of release and relief. Start to breathe a little deeper here. Bringing just a little more awareness back to the here and now. You don't have to move just yet. I want to close our practice with some words from Pema Chodron. We already have everything we need. There's no need for self-improvement. All these trips that we lay on ourselves, the heavy-duty fearing that we're bad and hoping that we're good, the identities that we so dearly cling to, the rage, the jealousy, the addictions of all kinds, they never touch our basic wealth. They are like clouds that temporarily block the sun. But all the time, our warmth and brilliance are right here. This is who we really are. We are one blink of an eye away from being fully awake. Take another deep breath in. Let it out nice and slow. Gentle wiggle to your fingers and toes as you come back into yourself. I invite you to bend your knees, bring your feet to the ground. Then one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. We pause for a moment of gratitude. You can slowly roll over onto one side, curling up into a little ball, offering yourself a nice squeeze, comfort and compassion. Then you'll press one hand into the earth to rise back into your meditative seat. Sitting nice and tall with hands right onto your thighs. Perhaps you want to find that chin mudra again to bring an extra sense of focus and ease. We'll sit here for just 3 deep breaths in stillness and silence with ourselves. And on your next breath in, I invite you to sweep your arms wide, gathering positive intention into a prayer overhead. Exhale a prayer to your third eye. Pass by your lips and land at your heart. Closing our practice just as we began it, joining our voices in the highest vibration. Maybe a prayer, a wish out into the world for our collective healing. Taking a deep breath in together. Bowing down to that light of goodness within each and every one of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your practice with me, for showing up to do this wonderful, wonderful work. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.